In this practice session, we will talk about another data type, strings. Let's open Jupyter Notebook and type in this is a string inside the double quote and execute the command or run the command with Shift Enter, or you could use the run button here. Another way to enter string is this is another string in a single quote. Now you might think that why do we need these two ways of entering string? The answer to that is when you really wanted to include something like this, I am going for a movie, it's going to perfectly work fine. But if you just enter this way, I am going for a movie, this way the system is going to think that the string started off from here and ends here, and this is going to be taken, so if you see the colors change because it's a reserved word, it's going to throw an error to you. See this? So to fix that, or to include an apostrophe or any special characters to be part of the string itself, you would use the double quotes. Then here I'm going to say I am going for a movie. It's going to be pleasant and you're not going to get any error. Got it? Let me also introduce something called escape sequence in strings. So you see some of the escape sequence listed here. We will do a practice of this. Now, if you want to include a single quote within a string, you would use backslash and apostrophe, right? And then if you want to include a slash, then you would use backslash twice to be part of the string. Then if you want to say hello on one line and world on the next line, you would use something like a backslash n. And if you want to include a tab, you would say backslash t. So we'll practice this now. Let's practice some of the escape sequence now. So we learned that if you want to print something onto the screen, you will use the print function. So before that, I'm going to use something like this. Txt is equal to hello world. So don't worry about the txt and the equal sign right now. We'll talk about it when we learn variables. So I'm going to enter this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to print txt. Now look at it. It's going to print the value which is being kept inside a variable txt. As I said, do not worry now about the variable assignments. We'll talk more detail in the next video. Now, if I want to print, say, something like this, yeah? Greetings. And to all of you. What will happen? Can you give a guess? When you execute this, it will only print to you the last line. So if I want to get both of that, we learned in the session when we run the first Python code, something called print, to print something on the screen, right? So print, I'm going to say greetings. And I'm going to say again another print to all of you. Now what will happen now if I execute this or run this command? it's going to print both of them because we have a print command and each of those commands are executed now. Now, coming back to the escape sequence, so let me say S1 equals hello. I'm going to use an escape sequence \n. I'm going to say world. And on the next line, I'm going to say print. I'm going to print the value of S1. Now see, it's going to print hello on the first line and world on the second line. You see a space here? If you want to adjust this, you can do something like, you can come over here, remove the space, and then you can execute this. So let's try another text here. Hello. This time I'm going to use \t and then world. I'm going to print S2. You can see that hello, and then it has given a tab and world. Time to talk about index. Strings are ordered sequences of character data. Indexing allows you to access individual characters in a string directly by using a numeric value. String indexing is zero-based. The first character in the string has index 0, the next one is 1, and so on. An example is given here with the string greetings. Here, G has an index 0, R with 1, E with 2, the next E with 3, and so on. And if you see the bottom one, then you can see the negative string indexing. So negative numbers means that you count from the right instead of left. It's an alternative option in Python which supports using negative numbers to index into a string. -1 means the last character, -2 is the next to the last, and so on. So let's do some practice here. So let's type greetings, and then if I want to get the first index, I use a slicing syntax here. I get the first index value, which is G in this case. So if I go back and put 2, I'm going to get E because it starts from 0, 1, 2, right? And if I say, let's type again, greetings, and in the square bracket, if I say 5, guess what we are going to get it. So let's enter. So here, if you see from the positional value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to get I, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we also talked about negative index. If I want to get the second last character, so I will type greetings -2. So I'm going to get G here because 0 is of course here, and -1, -2, and the 0, as I said here. So it starts from 0 and then goes to the last letter, which is -1, and then -2. All right.